Hello again, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Hope everyone had a happy new year. So what you're watching now is a few weeks old. I actually completed all of this work before the Christmas break. So, it's been slow. I haven't really gotten anything done over the last few weeks just because of all the travel and things associated with the holidays. Sure, most of you can relate to that. But, working on right now. Of course, we've got some doublers and our hinge assemblies, all of the things that need to get deburred and cut up and assembled, riveted together. Go through this kind of quickly in the video, although this was several days of work. Been running into a lot of questions with the assembly instructions, the plans. I've had to reach out to Vans a couple of times. Just on the last section, although the section I'm on right now, or the section you're seeing me complete right now, is only 5 pages long. I did run into a couple of issues that I had to get clarification on, one of which you'll see a little bit later on. But a little bit of an update. So if you saw my last video, you'll know that Vans had actually mixed up my wing kit order with another builder's. That builder actually reached out to me, and we got the situation all figured out. It appears that we received the right wing spars. However, I received his wing skins, as that builder did not have a second landing light. And when I got to looking a little more closely at our landing light, the landing light holes on my wing skins, I only had one, of course, and that builder had 2. So we worked to rectify that situation. Vans actually sent me out the old version of the plans where you had to cut out the landing light yourself. So we worked to get that rectified, and we'll be working on that once we get the wings installed. So you'll see more of that later. But here, just working on some bearing assemblies, hinge assemblies that, let's see, will attach to the back of the back wing spar, stub spars, and getting these all riveted up. What you saw a little bit earlier was the front stub spars had to countersink all of those holes, being that that's on the front of the wings. Those had to get flush riveted, or countersunk, so it'll be flush riveted once we get it put together. Here's one of the areas where I ran into an issue with the instructions. They have you machine countersink this front doubler spar, this doubler plate that goes on the back. It's actually the back of this spar, this rear spar. And in one of the areas, it has you countersinking, which didn't make any sense because then the countersink would be covered up if you look ahead in the plans a little bit. But we got that all figured out. A couple of days elapsed here, but I'm going to take you through and walk you through what it's like doing the ribs in the next section here. Right after this, we get into just prepping all the ribs for getting them mounted to the wing spars. So I'll walk you through that here in a little bit. And we'll see y'all soon. Alright, so I'm not going to go through and show each one of these ribs being done because it is a long process. I'm going to be spending tons of time peeling off this bluing, trimming these up, fluting the flanges because they need to sit flat. So when you get them from Vans, they have a curvature in them just because of the way they're punched out. But need to get them all straightened out. So going to do that. I may have the video rolling for some of them, but if I forget to put the camera up, that's just what it is. So yeah, gonna go through and just show you how we do one of these, just for sake of it, but not really gonna put too much emphasis on making sure I have the camera all set up and whatnot. So it just takes forever to do them. And we're starting on the nose ribs, so these are the left nose ribs. Next we'll do the right. In addition to fluting all the flanges on 13 of the 14 left nose ribs, you have to trim off this back flange here, which you'll see me do that here in a little bit. But it is a pain getting this bluing off, this vinyl. It doesn't come off very easily, especially the outside. You have to get an edge and pull it off. And then since it's hanging over on two edges, of course it wants to rip away, so you have to start on one side and then come back and do the other. And then of course you always get these little pieces that tear off.
Alright, these edges are all sharp, so it's gonna be a lot of deburring. This may take a few weeks. Be patient. Once you get one side off, it's kind of easy to just grab the other side and get it all peeled off.
Voila. Now for the fluting process. So the bottom side always has a bigger curvature in it than the top side, so I'm going to start there. And I always just like to get it going in the middle, but really it's just going to be, you don't want to hammer down on these. You really just want kind of a light on each one, a light pull on each one, and that'll just help bring it into alignment here. As you can see, this side's already sitting flat, so it may not need as much on this one. And voila, as you can see, nice and straight, both sides, looking good. All right, now we're gonna mark this edge and then trim off the back side of this flange on the rear side. And I'm just gonna mark a line. And trim this off.
What you do so far, you have to kind of cut this and bend it over. I don't have long 10 snips or aviation snips, whatever you want to call them. So, just do that a couple times.
And voila, there's the back flange. Throw that to the side, and then later on I'll come back and deburr all of these. Right now I'm just getting them all straight and trimmed up. So that's that.